BJP finally has a chief ministerial face in Delhi. Dr. Harsh Vardhan, who trumped his arch-rival Vijay Goyal to be the chief ministerial candidate for the upcoming Delhi elections in December. Will the ENT surgeon be able to revive the saffron in the capital and break Sheila Dikshit's 15-year-long rule? Rahul Srivastav reports.
Sheila Dikshit, a history major from Delhi University, seeks a historic fourth straight term. Her challenger, ENT surgeon BJP's Harsh Vardhan, a four-time MLA, needs to surgically remove the reasons for Sheila's wins. She was the automatic choice for the Congress. Today's celebrations in BJP were more out of relief, as other claimant for the job, Vijay Goyal, finally backed out.
There may be reports, but actually there is no infighting.
अगर बीजेपी की दिल्ली में हार हो जाती है तो कहीं ना कहीं लोग आपके खिलाफ यही कहेंगे कि विजय गोयल के विद्रोह के कारण ऐसा हो गया।
और जीत हो गई तो
क्रेडिट आपको नहीं मिलेगा।
तो ये तो जब आप ही कह रहे हैं तो इसका मतलब है कि गलत किया जा रहा है।
Harshvardhan was elevated after usual BJP drama. Top leaders were divided over Goyal. Backed by a faction, Goyal threatened to quit party posts. RSS finally intervened for Harshvardhan. Goyal lost as BJP felt he lacked the urban touch to challenge the cosmopolitan Sheila. What are the reasons you think Sheila Dikshit won 3 times, which you want to remove this time?
Particularly down Delhi is cosmopolitan. There are a lot of people coming from the different state of the country. So the proportion is different.
But the BJP is still wary. Will Vijay Goyal, who's been cultivating Delhi for the last 18 months, sabotage the effort? And will infighting get the better of the party at a time when Sheila Dikshit faces a 3-term anti-incumbency, a CWG scam and a poor law and order charge?
I am not going to comment on a political party, whatever it does internally. क्या वो किसको बनाती है, क्या करती है, वो उनका अधिकार है. उस पे हमारा अधिकार नहीं कि हम टिप्पणी करें.
The BJP's counter also has certain weak points. The fact that the Congress has at least 15 MLAs who've retained their seats at least 4 times. Not just that, Vijay Goyal and Harsh Vardhan also belong to the traders community, and Delhi's verdict would largely be decided by Punjabis as well as migrants from UP and Bihar.
The rise of the Aam Aadmi Party means division of anti-Sheila votes. Interestingly, BJP's campaign mainstay are corruption and Narendra Modi. But the party is wary to admit that Delhi will be a test case for the two. Do you think corruption as issue will get tested here?
No.
Is it an issue here?
That's what I'm answering that only, Rahul. Very focused. We won 3 out of 4 states, but we were unable to win the central election and form government.
BJP insiders say that the party could have avoided naming a chief ministerial candidate in Delhi. But Harshvardhan was also projected to protect Narendra Modi's tag of most popular leader in the country in case Delhi is lost. Otherwise, the BJP is hoping 2013 to be 1998 when the party was voted out by rising prices of onion. Right now, the BJP feels that Delhiites are humming Pablo Neruda's Ode to the Onion, in which he says, "You make us cry without hurting us." In Delhi, Rahul Srivastav for NDTV.
In a move that's bound to reflect differences within the BJP at the state level, the party went over the head of its state president Vijay Goyal and announced the name of the man it's chosen to give Sheila Dikshit a run for her money as chief minister. Is the 4-time BJP MLA and former Delhi Health Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan up to the challenge? He joins us as our newsmaker tonight. Mr. Harsh Vardhan, thanks very much for joining us. First of all, congratulations for being selected as the BJP's chief ministerial candidate. We want to begin by asking you whether you expected this announcement today.
I think it's a difficult question because the central leadership had to actually deliberate on this issue, and they had to ultimately decide. As far as expectations are concerned, I think you people have been writing all that in the media, so I never knew from where all these media reports are coming. And now I understand you must be getting them from the leadership.
Right, sir. Sheila Dikshit has been the Chief Minister now of Delhi for 15 years. Many people say she's won on the basis of her charisma and the work the Congress has possibly done in the course of these 3 terms. How are you going to take on the challenge of a 3-term Chief Minister in Delhi?
You see, it's not a question of individual charisma or anything like that. I think the people of Delhi are suffering even after 15 years. And the present Congress government has failed miserably on all the fronts. They have failed to deliver in spite of the fact that they could get these 15 years, which in fact very few chief ministers had been so fortunate in this country that they could get 15 years to deliver. But in spite of these 15 years, you see that on virtually every front, people are suffering. And there is hardly any problem of the city which has been resolved. So the people need solutions to the problems. People need an approach where their issues are taken care of in the most intelligent manner. You see, the present government has been taking everything very casually. They have provided a casual governance, and I think we will work on issues in a most meticulous manner. We will apply the modern mind, the scientific technology. We will take help of all the experts. We will involve the people, and we will provide a transparent, honest government to this city, about which people will feel proud of, and we will return Delhi to Delhiites. We will see that Delhi becomes a place for which every Delhiite feels proud of. Unfortunately, Delhi has lost all that for which we used to feel proud of Delhi in the last so many years.
Right, sir, you're talking about the need for transparency, you're talking about casual governance by the Congress, the people suffering. These are issues which both parties have, in a sense, been accused of. Arvind Kejriwal, the sort of dark horse of this election, possibly with the Aam Aadmi Party making a bid for the Chief Minister's office as well, has made a comment today after you were selected about the corruption within the BJP and asking what you have done personally in your capacity to even control and check corruption within the municipal corporations of Delhi. So 2 questions really. How do you respond to Arvind Kejriwal's charges? One, and the second is, how serious a threat do you think the Aam Aadmi Party is going to be for the BJP in these coming elections?
You see, there are people in politics who have recently joined. I think they enjoy some sort of a sadistic pleasure by saying that everybody in the system, everybody else except them is corrupt. I think that's a very unfair way of working in politics. We have delivered in MCD. If we had not delivered, if we were corrupt and if we had failed to help the people, we won 2 successive elections in 2007 and then again in 2012 also. So we don't need, as far as about our BJP, we don't need certificates from anyone else. We take inspiration from great stalwarts like Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Atalji, Advani ji, and in these days from people like Narendra Modi ji, Sushma ji, Arun Jaitley ji. Nobody has ever been able to point a finger at them.
Right, sir, but I think it's not about pointing fingers. It's also the fact that corruption, as we're saying, and as the Aam Aadmi Party has actually taken on the issue, it's not just about the BJP, it's about the BJP and the Congress. Now, they are finding resonance amongst the voters in Delhi. There is a base that they are managing to build up. I think my question is, do you think that they're actually going to create a base that's going to impact the electorate when it comes to the ballot? Or do you think they're going to end up cutting one party's vote against the other? How seriously is a contender is Arvind Kejriwal for you?
You see, as far as we are concerned, we are pretty sure that Delhiites are very intelligent. They know that if they have to get rid of the corrupt and inefficient Sheila ji's government, they have to vote BJP in, and they would never like to waste their vote. As far as your issue of corruption is concerned, I have always believed that it is not that you punish the corrupt after they have become corrupt and they have been caught. My thinking is that corruption has to be prevented by ensuring 500% transparency in the system, by having a proactive approach. You have to ensure that the system is so much transparent that nobody is able to resort to corrupt practices. That is my approach of looking at things like corruption. It cannot be only a slogan which these so-called third-party people are raising in the city.
Right, so corruption, a slogan for the Aam Aadmi Party, one that they're hoping to rally the voters around. But let's just come back to the BJP for a second. Your selection as the chief ministerial candidate has come as a surprise to many people who've been working for the Delhi elections for the last 8 months under Vijay Goyal as the state party president. There was a sense that he was going to be leading the campaign, leading the party as the chief ministerial candidate. There's been a change of plans at this last stage. How do you think it's going to impact the campaign? You do have the support of Narendra Modi and the BJP's top leadership as well. But don't you think that this change in plans at this stage highlights divisions within your party?
I don't think, you see, all these talks of division and infighting, they are all creation of the media. There is no infighting, there is no division. We have a very strongly united party. We are going to put our heart and soul into the whole affairs together. Vijay Goyal ji has been my very dear friend, very whom I love from the core of my heart, and he loves me from the core of his heart. We have been working together for the party for so many years. It's only the internal strong democracy in our party that one is able to raise his voice and tell that I also have a wish, or this is my thinking. But after the central party leaders and our seniors decide about a particular issue, everybody in the party, all the leaders, they all work together. And you have seen that he was there with me, and we were enjoying that moment equally. He was also enjoying that moment as much as I was.
Right, sir. So you're saying that all these reports about BJP cadres being disheartened that Vijay Goyal is out of the running right now for chief minister, or that there are divisions within the party at the state level, these reports have no basis at all. That's essentially what you're saying.
You see, yes, I'm strongly rubbishing these reports, because you see, in our party, our cadres and our leaders and our office bearers, they don't work for individuals. They work for the party, they work for the nation, they work for the society, they work for the people, they work for the ideology. It has never been, we have never worked for any individual. We work for the ideology, and this is what we have been taught by our great stalwarts like Advani ji and Atal ji. This is what we have learned from the teachings of Deen Dayal Upadhyay, and this is what we have practiced and followed all our life. So I'm strongly rubbishing all these reports that have appeared in the newspapers that these cadres will behave this way, that way. The cadres work for the party and they work for the society.
Right. Well, Dr. Harsh Vardhan, we'll have to leave it at that. So the challenge from the Aam Aadmi Party on the one hand, taking on Sheila Dikshit on the other, and also fighting off perception that there are no divisions within the BJP, and trying to sort of unseat Sheila Dikshit after 3 terms of the Congress in Delhi. It's a tough challenge for you as the chief ministerial candidate. As we said, congratulations on your selection, and good luck for the campaign as well that you're going to lead for December. That's all we have time for with you, Dr. Harsh Vardhan. Thanks very much for joining us tonight.